Hey there, movie fans. Welcome to the blues of April 2020. Starting off with The Elephant Man, an absolute brilliant film by David Lynch. And this is a wonderful set from Studio Canal. Got a little pop-up here of the hospital. That is very nice. And by the way, if you want to see more of this set, I will leave a link below to a video that was made by Horror in Touch. He did a more in-depth look on this set. So if you want to see more of it, check out that video and subscribe to Horror in Touch if you haven't done that already. Next are these Asian movies from 88 Films, and I haven't seen both of them, so I'm sorry I cannot say anything about them. But the first one is a Jackie Chan film, Heart of Dragon. I believe the other title is The First Mission. And yeah, look at that. Lots of extras, and I believe 2 different versions of the movie. Booklet. I mean, 88 Films are killing it lately. Very, very nice. Oh. And the other one is John Woo's Heroes Shed No Tears. And there's the other artwork there. And the booklet, of course. Yeah, absolutely great. You know, hopefully John Woo's other films like The Killer, Hard Boiled, A Better Tomorrow 1 and 2 will get a Blu-ray treatment like this one. Next is Phase 4. This is number 12 in the Black Label series from 101 Films. This is the one and only feature film directed by Saul Bass, who was best known as a credit designer. You know, he designed the opening sequences of many films, including several Hitchcock films, you know, Psycho, Vertigo, North by Northwest. And he also designed various movie posters and company logos, so he was definitely a legend in that field. And as you can see, it also has 6 of his short films there, which is included on this Blu-ray set. And it's a great film, by the way. Absolutely great film. This is actually an upgrade. I had a Region 1 DVD, which I have sold not so long ago. But I do have to say it's not for everyone, though. But I think it's quite good. Yeah, nice release. Phase 4. I picked up the second Buster Keaton Blu-ray release from Eureka. I also got the first one. But this one contains The Navigator, 7 Chances, and Battling Butler. Battling Butler. Yeah. Here we go. Very, very nice. I love Keaton. He was all the films that I've seen so far. I absolutely enjoyed them. The General, of course, is just a brilliant, brilliant little masterpiece. And here is the booklet. Look at that. This is a very bizarre poster art there. Yeah, I cannot wait to get the Cameraman, which is going to be put out by the Criterion Collection. Oh, just a few pages there. And here he is in his older days, as you can see. Yeah, very, very nice. Next is Midway. This is the 2019 version by Roland Emmerich. And this is a wonderful release from the UK with the slipcase. And inside you have the gorgeous looking steelbook. I mean, look at that. That is very nice. And here you got the Blu-ray and the 4K Blu-ray and the booklet here, the Battle of Midway. This is basically, the actors and the characters, the real life characters that they play in the movie. Anyway, I watched the original film from 1976, and the day after I saw this one. And even though the new film is the most accurate of the two, I do prefer the original film. But they both have flaws, and they both have an unnecessary romantic subplot. Well, maybe unnecessary isn't the right word, but they weren't fleshed out enough, And I find the romantic subplot of the original film much more interesting because it is about an American soldier who's in love with a Japanese girl. But anyway, the original film has things that are better than in the new film, and the new film has things that are better in the original film. A good example is that the Japanese speak Japanese. In the original they speak English, except Toshiro Mifune, but he was dubbed by an American actor. The combat scenes in the new version, like the ones depicted on this steelbook, are very spectacular. And yes, they are CGI, and some shots were clearly filmed against green screens, but it didn't bother me at all. And there are a few wonderful moments with John Ford, and the actor who portrays him did a pretty good job. John Ford was there in the middle of the action. He even got wounded, which you can see in the movie. And he made a short documentary called The Battle of Midway. You can see it on YouTube, by the way. But the new film has a very decent cast. But the cast in the 76 version, however, you cannot beat that. I mean, you have the aforementioned Toshiro Mifune, Charlton Heston, Henry Fonda, Glenn Ford, James Coburn, Robert Mitchum, Hal Holbrook. I mean, come on. Talking about an assembled cast there. The film is worth it for those actors alone. But anyway, this 2019 version is absolutely not bad. I think it's a solid and enjoyable war movie. But like I said, I prefer the original. And here's a little gift for my UK viewers. This is the digital download code of Midway. I picked up this English-friendly German release of Felicio Sprint, aka Highway Racer. A great Felicio chassis with Maurizio Merli, without mustache this time. And as you can see, this has both German and English writings, and the booklet as well. Let me show you that. So this is the English version. And when I flip it, you got the German version. And some poster art there. Lobby cards. Now this film is not as violent as your usual Italian crime films, like the ones directed by Umberto Lenzi and Fernando Di Leo. It focused more on car chases than on gunfights and shootouts, and there are plenty of car chases performed by the legendary Rémi Julia, French stunt driver who also worked on many other Italian and French movies, and he also worked on several James Bond films. And there is one scene where a car crashes on the Spanish steps, and how they managed to pull that off is a mystery, because Italians are known for being very protective and proud when it comes to their architecture, and rightly so. I mean, Italian architecture is incredibly beautiful. It's just a short flashback scene. You don't see much of it, by the way. But there's another scene near the end where a stuntman gets hit by a car, and I could not believe my eyes. I had to rewatch that scene a couple of times before, continuing the movie. For a moment I thought it was a dummy, but it wasn't a dummy. It was really a guy being hit by a car, and he flies in the air and falls very hard on concrete. After I saw the movie, I went online to find out more information about it, that the stuntman survived it, but I couldn't find anything. So if he did survive it, it's a miracle. It was quite an insane and brutal stunt. One of those WTF moments. You have to see it to believe it. But anyway, this is Marily's first movie with director Stelvio Massi. They ended up making 6 films together. Massi was also a cinematographer who did many spaghetti westerns. I believe he was a camera operator on A Fistful of Dollars. But I had a great time watching Felicio Sprint. I absolutely enjoyed it. Okay, I picked up 4 Arrow titles from their Easter sale, and the first one is a non-Arrow title, but it was part of their sale, put out by Third Window Films. This is Lesson of Evil by Takashi Miike. I heard this film is absolutely messed up, but it's Miike, so have you guys ever seen a Miike movie that's not messed up? Exactly, that's what I meant. Really Dynamite, a blaxploitation film. Yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. And I heard good things about this one. Edge of the X. I was never familiar with this until Arrow announced it. This is a film by a slasher film by the Spanish cult director Jose Larraz. Now I got the Blood Hunger box set, so also got the booklet. I don't have the slipcase. I heard the slipcase is very rare, but I don't mind it. I just want to see the movie, that's all. And the last one I got from the sale is Pickup Alley. This I'm really looking forward to. This is a British film noir classic with Victor Mature, Anita Ekberg, and Trevor Hauer. This is a picture about dope. Well, isn't that nice? And this was directed by John Gilling. And speaking of John Gilling, he directed 3 of the 4 films that are part of this set. This is Hammer Volume 5, Dead and the Seed. And here's my number for those who are interested. But yeah, this is another great release from Indicator. Look at that artwork there. That is absolutely nice. Oh, let me show you the films. Let me show this one first, because this is, you know, the other films are more like swashbuckler adventure film, but this one is more of a espionage Bond, James Bond type of film. Visa to Canton. The other title, by the way, is this? Oh no, Visa to Canton is the UK title, and this is the USA title, Passport to China. Okay, let's take a look at the John Gilling films now. This is The Pirates of Blood River with Christopher Lee. Here's the other artwork there, and a booklet, of course. Each of them has a booklet. And here we have The Scarlet Blade. This is, I believe, the UK title. Yeah, it is. And the American title is called The Crimson Blade. And there is the director, Mr. Gilling, right there. And the last one is The Brigand of Kandahar. And by the way, each of these three Gilling films also stars Oliver Reed in his younger years. And here's the other artwork right there. Yeah, absolutely very, very nice from an Indicator. And I also picked up something else from Indicator. The Mad Magician with the Vincent Price. There he is right there. Yep. And the last one is also from Indicator. And that is this box set. John Ford at Columbia, 1935-1958. Also limited to 6,000. And the films are The Last Hooray with Spencer Tracy. There's a man right there, Mr. Ford. Excuse me. And there's the other artwork, which is a little different than this one. And then you have Gideon's Day. This is a British film that Ford had directed. This is the UK title, and the other one is the American title, and that is Gideon of Scotland Yard. And here is Mr. Ford with the main actor, Jack Hawkins. This is, excuse me, this is The Long Grey Line with Tyrone Powers and one of Ford's regular actors, Maureen O'Hara. And also Ward Bond, another actor you see a lot in Ford's films. And finally, I have The Whole Town's Talking with Edward G. Robinson. There they are together, John Ford, Gene Arthur, Robertson, right there. And there's the other artwork. Oh, a little glare there. You know, speaking of John Ford, I also ordered the Eureka Blu-ray release of Rio Grande, but I haven't received it yet. Most likely, it has to do with the you know, with the Corona situation, where shipping and deliveries are delayed. So hopefully I will get it very soon. But yeah, that is it for my April update. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.